Come here.
Welcome everyone to the recap show of Week 8 of the Jacked Up Fantasy Football League. Joining me this week is the owner of Bosanac. Let's pronounce it correctly. Bosanac, Rad Rejakovic. How you doing, Rad?
Hey, good. What's up, cuz?
Not much, man. So a lot of people have a hard time pronouncing your team name, and I tell them all the time,
You
I'm like, look, man,
froze.
it's Bosanac, which actually means the Bosnian. And
Bosnian Serb. Hey, say hi,
Bosnian
Murphy.
Serb. Hey,
Say hi.
who's that?
Hi, Murphy.
Murphy? Hey,
Yeah, it's
Murphy.
Murphy.
All right, I'm trying to share my screen and I screw this up every single time I do this.
Cross mortgage, cross country,
Make today a win.
always. Make the day, baby.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to start off. All right, you can see my screen, right?
Yep,
All right, so we're going to start off with the street cred, just so people that, have never seen you before. I mean, they've seen the name, but they've never actually seen you or know a little bit more about you here, especially the new guys to the league. So, this is your
bridesmaids have.
11th season in the league, which
Really?
I can't believe it's been that long. Yeah, I actually have a spreadsheet. I keep track of all the records.
Wow.
77 and 72 is your
Ooh,
career
terrible.
record.
That's terrible.
But what this is what people don't know. I actually look back at the record books. The season you started,
Yep, 9 and
you were
0.
9-0.
Yep,
You finished 12-4
yep.
and you lost in
Shit
the
the
third
bed.
place game. You didn't win any money.
Yep, shit
You
the
were
bed.
12-4, fourth place, and you started 9-0. And
Yep.
everyone's like, damn, this guy's too good. You thought you're going to run away with the thing. It just shows you, man, in fantasy football, you never know.
You never know. It all depends on how you finish,
Exactly.
not how you start.
Exactly. Well, last year we had a guy 0-3 and win 13 straight. So I don't think that will
Yeah.
happen again, but you never know.
I was
So,
0 and 4 and I'm going to win it all. So there you go.
yeah, well, okay.
All
Well,
right.
third place a couple years ago. I think you finished third place a couple of times.
Sure.
Um, as of now, you're 3-5. You had a strange, you're a streaky team. You started 0-4, won three in a row, and then you just lost last week. So you're 3-5, 127 points a game. It's respectable, right in the middle there. Uh, Let me know if you agree with this. Your best pick was the ninth round, the tight end Warren. Do you agree?
Yep. Oh, for sure.
Okay, and worst pick
Him and
Ridley.
Ashley McCaffrey until last week when he shit the bed.
Well, I'm talking
Mhm.
about people that you got him in the second round. So like,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
right, was it second round
No,
or
I took
first?
him out first overall.
First round. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So I don't think, I mean, I'm talking like, value wise, you did best with
For sure.
tight end.
Warren. Yep.
Worst pick, Ridley. Do you agree?
Yeah, he's been a bust. He's
Fifth
hurt.
round.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, dude, when you draft people from teams like the Jets, like you got what's his name, Justin Fields, you got Ridley, Tennessee. I mean, you really you're asking for it. Let's put it that way. You're asking for
Yeah,
it.
you figure he was more of a hope pick. Because I went running back. If you look at it, my running back tandem is probably the best in the league. I'm not talking just single, just combination wise. They're probably top three, if not top two. And then, of course, by the time you get to the fifth round, yeah, I could have probably taken somebody else, but I'm like, he's the only receiver they really got.
Yeah,
Ward didn't pan out as much as he was hyped, and then of course he gets hurt. So
yeah.
that's been part of my problem this year is too many injuries, and of course starting Fields the two games that he he didn't even show up. I think he threw for 38 yards the one game in
I think
London.
you were being a little stubborn. You kept him in there too long, in my opinion.
Well,
Justin Fields.
I didn't have many other choices when my first quarterback has been on IR pretty much the whole year, not playing. So we'll
Okay.
see. I'm still keeping him. I think I dropped Justin this week, or maybe kept him another week. Who knows?
Okay. Uh, so Rad, as far as rivals, I didn't really know. Like, is there somebody that you look at the schedule, you're like, you know what, this guy talks a lot of shit. I want to beat this guy. Is there anybody that stands out as far as a
No,
rival?
I don't think anybody really talks too much shit to me, so I don't give it back either, which is cool.
Okay.
as far Michael always seems to have my high flyers, I think it is.
Yeah, yeah.
He always seems to beat me. So that's the one that if you want to consider a rival, that's probably the one I look forward to see if I can best him one of these years.
Okay.
I think I have, but I mean, overall, I think he's probably got the better head-to-head record with me. And then just to screw around, it's you and well, more Jake than you, but
Yeah. Well,
that's about it. And then bridesmaid Tony, probably after that.
yeah, well, I if I was ever to do a street cred, which I don't because it's embarrassing, I have pretty bad career winning percentage here. But I would put Tony right up there as my rival, and like you said, he just always has my number. Like there are certain teams I have their number, and there are certain teams they always beat me. Like they just
Yeah.
always they
I
always
think high flyers is the one that I'll pretty much, I'm sure everybody else does too, but just the one
yeah
that sticks out
sticks out.
yeah, he's the
Fun
one.
fact about you, Rad. Anything that people that are in the league that don't never met you, don't know you. Anything interesting you want to share?
Sure, I was not born in the US. Came here as a young tad kid, 8 years old,
From Bosnia.
from Bosnia. I am a Bosnian Serb, for those of you that know anything about the cultures of former Yugoslavia. Lived pretty much my whole life in Ohio. Diehard Steelers fan, which most of you probably already know. Married
But
to
see,
Val.
I have no issues with you being. Let's just put on the record here because you're you moved from Serbia to Warren, and Warren is about equal distance, right, between Pittsburgh and Cleveland.
Yep.
So basically, it's like, half the town's going to be Steelers, half town going to be Browns, and you just happen to be on that side of the street. That was Steelers. And I get
That,
it. I got no problem with you being a
that's
Steelers fan.
that's what I'm glad about that, but that's not how I became a Steelers fan. I came
Okay.
here. I was 8 years old, started learning about football, playing in the backyard with a couple buddies, playing rough and tumble, tackle the guy with the ball. And two buddies. One was Greg Pruitt, the other one was Tony Dorsett, and they're running with the ball. And I'm Greg Pruitt, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, if you're him and you're him, who am I? And Joe goes, you're Franco Harris. Well, who the hell's Franco Harris? Started following Franco Harris and became a diehard Steeler fan ever since. And
Wow.
luckily, my kids take after me, even though your sister still, she still sticks with the Browns as much as she can. But otherwise, diehard Cleveland fans.
Yeah, it's interesting because you are definitely love the team formerly known as the Cleveland Indians. You love the Cavs. I mean, I've seen you at
Yeah,
courtside there giving high fives to the players.
you got it.
Um, one of these days, I'd like to invite, when I come up to Cleveland to,
Oh, dude, you had an invite to the Loge for the Browns game
I
or the
know, but
Clowns game, and you
dude,
decided you didn't want to go.
they got
So
to put a better product in the field for me to go down there that miserable weather last week or whenever it was, 2 weeks ago.
actually, I had courtside seats tomorrow night, but again, your sister decided that theater tickets were probably better. So I'm gonna sit home and hand out candy instead of
Well,
sitting,
dude,
baseline
I mean,
courtside.
I'm sure guys like Jake and Zach would love to take those seats.
Yeah, I'm sure. Other than that, I've been in steel my whole life, in finance.
See, I
So
think it's appropriate because you've been in the steel industry and you're a Steelers fan. So it was just all meant to be, man.
that's right. Hey, your grandfather worked for a steel company.
Yeah,
My grandfather worked for a steel company. I never thought it'd be that way, but that's how it ended up
I
and had a
know.
great career and doing well.
Awesome. All right, so let's look at the last week matchups, week 8. Let's highlight I mean, it was actually a good game. And
Hmm.
Money Manziel, he was the lowest scoring team up until last week, and he just, had finally, he's got a decent team, but he just didn't have, consistent production. But you did good. I mean, you guys both it was supposed to be 50-50. Look at the projections. And he's got, I mean, Saquon obviously went off. Brees Hall had his best game of the season. Josh Allen is who he is, So he had a good week. And I mean, again, you had a good week too. You can't complain. I mean, 17 points from a kicker. Anytime you see that, man, that's good stuff right there.
Yeah, the only down really everybody pretty much outscored their projections, I think, except for McCaffrey. Probably could have started Travis over Tez Johnson like I did the week before, but I figured, Tez was going to come in with Evans hurt, but
Yeah.
didn't. pan out that way. So I'm disappointed with the loss, but at the same time, it's fantasy football. Money Manziel, just like you said, had a couple guys that had great games, and that was the bottom. Dallas Goddard, there's one that probably has been averaging 8, 9 points a game and
Yep. Two
almost doubled
touchdowns.
it.
I just saw this. Look at this. 3 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course Brees Hall, good running back, but he's probably averaging around 15 points at
Yeah.
best, and
Yep.
more than double that. So that's
Yeah.
that's it. So although I'm disappointed, I'm okay with it.
I mean, you score 142 most of the time, you're going to win. So
Exactly.
you're good there.
Exactly. So I
I
think I would
mean,
have beat 7 other teams, 8 other teams this week,
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
dude, roster lineups, like who you going to start? I mean, I've lost 2 games this year because I got too cute with benching the wrong guy. I mean, I didn't even know this that if you would have played Kelsey, you would have
right.
won. So
But I would play Kelsey instead of who? Tez Johnson,
Tez
Terry
Johnson, yeah,
McLaurin. Yeah. McLaurin probably, if he doesn't get hurt in the third quarter, he might have had another, 10 points, and there
yeah,
we are. We're close.
that's true. He scored
So,
a touchdown. Yeah, you never
yep.
know. Exactly,
So
dude.
really, the loss was with when you take a look at McCaffrey's average. Had he come anywhere near his average, I probably would have won.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Um, my this is the second time in 3 weeks that I played the guy who scored the most points. Got
There you
blown
go.
out by Tony.
Yeah, if you
Congrats,
go to
Tony.
the league page where the standings are,
Yeah, that was my next thing.
yeah, take a look at, points against. You're probably the worst. Money Manziel, then you, and I
Yeah,
think it's either me or one other. It's me.
yeah. I mean, I talked
So
about this with Dario a couple weeks ago, and of course he would completely dismiss that whole theory. I'm like, look, man, the guys when they play me are averaging like 18 to 20 points more a game than I mean that's a lot. That's like having one extra player, you know? And I know it's luck, it's matchups, it's whatever, but it just
that's
seems
all it
like
is. Yeah,
people
but it's
play me and
interesting.
like, oh, let's get the commish.
It's just interesting though, when
Yeah.
you take a look at those stats. I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about Dario. Where is Dario?
DC Dream Team right here.
Yeah, he scored 1,000 points. You got outscored by 60 more points.
Yeah.
You've got the dude abides who hasn't even scored 1,000 points.
Yeah.
Um,
919, the lowest.
yeah,
He's
he's
the
a five
lowest.
and three record. I've scored, 20 points, 30 points more than him, and
Yeah.
3 and 5. But that's what fantasy is,
Yeah.
and that's what
Yeah.
makes it interesting and fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I love the way that we gone to no divisions. People have been talking about this for a while, and the stubborn commissioner I was, I didn't do this, and I should have done it earlier. But this, dude, I'm still in it. My team is horrible. After 8 weeks, I still have a chance because I'm only 2 games out from the
Yeah,
playoffs. Like
exactly.
anything can happen. I mean, Project 2025 was 3-1. He lost 4 in a row. He just lost to Jake, by the way, which
Yeah, we
you
saw
know,
that.
that's, I mean, I think it's karma because he would always say that playing Jake is like having a bye week, right? It's like basically you can't lose, you know? And
Pretty
I
much.
think it's ironic that he lost to Jake.
Yeah, yeah. And Jake's got what, the second lowest points, third lowest points scored against him. So Jake should be doing a lot better, but he's just not putting up points. He's got
Yeah,
the
the points is the
worst
lowest in the
total.
league. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
again, we talked about Brian, the dude abides. I mean, he was 1-3, lost
yeah,
won 4 in a row. So like, dude, it's streaky, man. It's very, very streaky. You were 0-4, won 3 in a row, now lost. But look at this, dude. From 3 to 11, 2 games separate.
yeah.
Anything can happen.
Plenty of season left,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
a lot of the bye weeks are gone. So if you don't have these, you've got a pretty decent chance. So
Yeah, I mean, again, I for some reason, man, I'm a second half team. I always do better in the second half every year. Same thing happened last year. Like I ended up 7-7. I made it to the semifinals. I seem to like finally hit my stride, Like we'll see what happens, man.
yeah,
But the top
I
is
think.
interesting. Go ahead.
Sorry, no, I think the entire league is. Well, Jake's okay. He's
Yeah.
he's blood, so well,
Yeah.
but otherwise, I think it's pretty competitive. I think everybody does a pretty good job researching their drafts, paying attention to the weeklies. I mean, you go to the waiver wire, you think you're going to get somebody, there's no freaking chance
Yeah.
unless you're in the top spot of the which Jake is this week.
Yeah.
Um, But otherwise, I think everybody does a really good job, and it's just a matter of setting up your lineup, injuries, and the luck for that day.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I
No.
give kudos to everybody on here. Seriously, with all due respect, I'm in two other leagues, and again, good leagues as well. But you guys do a great job.
Yeah, I mean, again, everyone here pays attention, like you said, they pay attention to the roster, pay attention to injuries. I mean, it's easy to do it now because if you have the Yahoo app on your phone, you get alerts. It tells you if the guy's injured, if it tells you if he's out, like so it's really easy. Just pay attention, really, and like you said.
Yeah. No
Um,
more newspapers on Monday morning to
I
see,
know,
Yep.
I know, it's crazy, but
Well, I started my first fantasy league, I think, was in 1994 or 1995. So that tells you how long it's
same,
been.
no, dude, same here. It's been about
Yeah.
30 years. And I remember the league where the commissioner would send the results via mail, like a little, like update of the standings and does a little funny recap. Um, and that's how you look at the paper to get your box score. And now it's like live, it's update.
Oh,
So
sure. You can watch it all day. Whether you're watching the game or not, you can track it no matter what you're doing.
do you have
Like
YouTube TV?
I don't have it, no.
Okay.
I do have the Red Zone. I've got all the other apps. Thinking about YouTube, but with
So
everything.
YouTube TV has this new feature where you can import your fantasy team. So it does a split screen. So I'm watching the games on the Red Zone channel, whatever, the Browns game. And on the right, it has my matchup with all my players and who I'm playing, and it's live updates, you
Wow,
know.
that's
So
cool.
as you're watching it, it's on the TV. So that's pretty cool.
I was actually, for those of you that don't know, I was with US Steel in Serbia for 4 years and I was in three leagues then. Um, didn't have a lot of what we have today to be able to track and watch, but I was in Serbia and Bosnia for the first 2 weeks of the season, and I was able to catch the red zone via my Spectrum app. So I was
Wow.
able to watch pretty much now, obviously the 1 o'clock games, didn't watch the, afternoon
The
games
eight
and
o'clock game, yeah, it's two in
yeah,
the morning.
exactly.
Yeah.
2 in the morning. So, but yeah, we've come a long way.
Oh
So
yeah.
everybody should, no excuses on not being able to track things.
Yeah, no, no, absolutely. So you mentioned the league. Obviously, we had a little turnover, some by choice, some by necessity. Um,
Yeah, it was
and you
toxic
guys,
last year. Yeah.
what's that?
I said it was a bit toxic last year with a certain individual.
Yeah, yeah. I think what I want to see more because it's been 8 weeks and there's not a lot of chatter on the group chat. I would love to see that pick up. It doesn't have to be to the point that it was the last year, last couple of years, because then it goes from wow, this guy's having a good game to like talking about Trump or politics or whether you hate him or love him, whatever it is. And like, man, let's keep this thread fantasy football. So I want to encourage that,
Why don't
whoever's
you start
watching.
it, or I'll start it. You can start it. We
Yeah,
can, anybody
yeah.
can start it, and then we'll piggyback off
But
of
as
that.
long as we keep it, you know, I don't want to talk about politics, man. I want to focus on, the fantasy football. I mean, trash talking is everyone in this league. I don't think anyone in the league is gonna like be a dick. Well, maybe a few individuals might. It's possible, but I think we need more interaction. I think to make it fun.
All right.
So
Did you guys hear that? That's
let's
a directive from the commish.
let's do it, man.
Get
Uh,
active.
all right, so let's look at this week's matchups before we call it a night. So you are playing one of the hottest teams. Actually, the hottest team has won four in a row.
Uh-oh. Is that Bry?
This is Brian.
All right.
You guys were sharing a drink
Yep.
when I was there
2 weeks ago. Yep.
talking golf nonstop. Hey man, what's your
Absolutely.
handicap? What's your Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know shit about golf, man. I don't get it, but you guys obviously
You're
love the
never
sport.
too old to learn. We'll teach you. We'll come
Yeah, dude,
down.
it's a frustrating sport. Um, but looking at your matchups, you got anybody going on tonight? He does.
I
Actually,
do.
you do. Achan.
Yep.
You
Yep.
got Achan. He's got Mark Andrews, which he's not the same as he used to
No.
be.
No.
Um, looks pretty even to me. Yeah, you're
It is. It is. If you go down to the bench, I don't have my app up. Yeah, the only one I was thinking maybe is Trey Tucker versus I can't remember. I think I put in Kelsey, which hopefully doesn't backfire. So I'm starting two tight ends, but I've got time to make that adjustment. Um, Depends on how well the Raiders play. I think Tucker can go off, but it's just a matter of
Well,
what.
Baltimore's defense is not what it used to be, so I think H should have a good game
Yeah.
tonight.
But I think with can't remember the guy's name. They just came back from suspension for the Chiefs. With
Rice?
him, right? Yeah, with him back, I think opens up the field a little bit more for Travis, and he's had more targets over the last couple weeks. So it may be the right move for me, but I guess we'll find out come Monday.
Dude, I got to bring up this waiver pickup, Daniel Jones. I know many people wanted them after that um, first couple of weeks. I mean, comes out of nowhere. Look, even the Colts are 7-1. I mean, I know they played some shitty teams, but still, they're 7-1. They're playing, your boys, but
Hmm.
your defense is, dude, it,
I'm ashamed. I'm
it's.
ashamed. I
I
am
mean,
ashamed. I
to
mean,
give up 30 some points. Actually, three of our owners were at the game last week. It was Dario, Tony, and Randy were at that game. So they flew to Pittsburgh to watch that.
terrible. I don't even know if TJ Watt is still playing for us. I haven't seen him all year. Seriously. Not just him. I mean, if we were playing tag football, we still would have lost because I think we only touched them with one hand if we did touch the
Yeah.
receiver or running back. Horrible. No pressure on the quarterback, nothing. Terrible. I mean, when you think about it, everybody was down on Rodgers. I was kind of even keel with him, hoping that, he had some spark left with him. Offense isn't playing that. I mean, we're not that great, but
Yeah.
we're putting up the points. The defense is, I mean, they're averaging over 25 points a game,
But you
giving
can't
up.
kick 4 or 5 field goals a game. You gotta,
No,
you
no, you
know,
can't. But at the same time, you score 25 points.
yeah.
Um, it's
You
not
you
the
should have a
best.
good chance.
You
Yes.
should have a good chance, not
Yeah.
lose by
Yeah.
10 because
Yep.
you let the other team score 17 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, your defense is just, it's not even close to what they used to be.
Yeah, they
Um, I
better
mean,
wake up this weekend.
I mean, you got Jones Warren connection here, so you're hoping for some throwing touchdowns. And I mean, this guy has been Jonathan Taylor. He's been the
He's the
best
best
player
in
in
the
the
league.
league.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Pretty
I think you
much.
had him a couple of years ago
I
when he
did.
was good, and then he sucked for a couple of years. And look at him now, man. He's just, I mean, like every game, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. I'm like 30 points. I mean,
Yep.
he's money.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, I don't know. You need your defense to step up. Otherwise, this
Now
guy can
Brian's
hurt
got a
you.
good team. He's got Jonathan, Justin. I mean, you've got obviously Justin's not the same person this year, probably
Because a
because of
quarterback, he has no
quarterback
quarterback.
play. Yeah, but I mean, Kyrian Williams. I mean, he's got a great running backs. He's got two good receivers. I don't know if Juwan Jennings is going to score 14. He may not. But other than that, Herbert's
Yeah.
been doing good.
They're playing Tennessee. He should have a good game. Yeah.
Exactly, unless the running game goes wild and he doesn't have to throw as much. That's the
Well, I hate to
only.
say it, man, but I think it doesn't look good matchup wise for you. Um, Shakir, I don't know. Not a big Shakir fan.
Well, I again look at my bench. I've got a couple guys that are hurt and a couple guys that are on bye. I mean, there's not much you can do.
Is
So
Puka still injured?
no, I don't think so. I think he was injured and they had the bye week, so
Okay.
I would think he'd be back. But
All right. So Adams is not going to be,
yeah,
I mean, he'll still be, involved, but he won't be the number
yeah.
one guy.
I think Shakir, he had a good game last week, and I think he'll do okay this year because they're playing Kansas City. So hopefully, I'm looking for a shootout, and if it's a shootout, he's probably the best receiver they have. So I know he's not the best in the league, but probably the best on the Bills team. So we'll see.
All right. The last thing, I'm going to start doing this from now on since we're already halfway through the season. Playoffs started today. Eliminators and Dream Team. Dario will be on a bye, and TNT and Kill Aziz will be playing in the quarterfinals, and then Brian and his brother
You ought to
Matt.
take a snapshot of this and see how different it is when
Yeah.
the playoffs actually start.
Well,
It'll
yeah,
be
I'm gonna start taking a snapshot of this 12th place team because he's gonna start. I don't know if you can see the little thing. See that little thing? It's gonna keep going
I
up.
see it. I see
Maybe
it.
not all the way, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up here, man.
Well, you start with week one. So who are you playing this week?
Um, High Flyers.
Yeah, Michael, you don't have a chance, dude.
Come on, man.
You don't have a chance. He
I
always seems he always seems to come through. Pollard will have, his best game of the year. He'll score 21 points. Gatson, he's been on a run. Not sure he'll keep it up. Aubrey will score 18 points, kicking field goals. Flowers hasn't done shit, so he'll be okay. Collins might finally wake up, and Dart's been playing good. So now with what's his name injured out for the year, which I lost him in another. I picked him up in the 11th round. Scatterboo.
yeah,
But they were looking good until his injury. But maybe he'll have to throw more. So I like Jackson Dart. Actually, I was hoping the Steelers were going to take him
or the Browns. Yeah, I wish
with
the
the
Browns took him.
22nd. We had the 22nd pick.
Yeah,
We passed on Shooter, passed on a couple others. I was hoping we'd get Jackson. I'm happy with Will Howard. I think he's long term for us, but yeah, it's pretty close. But let's see, who do you have? Chase, okay, he's been playing better. Pickens is a surprise. Brown has played better since Flacco joined the team. Bowers is back. Hopefully he hits it. Woody Marks, not so great. Bam Knight will probably be his last chance to start because I think what's his name comes back after the
Trey
bye.
Benson.
Yeah, Benson or
Yeah,
next week.
look,
So,
man, I'm gonna probably lose because I said this, but or I'm saying this. This does not scare me. This lineup does not scare me. I'm sorry, but Tony Pollard does not scare me. I mean, Zay Flowers may have a good game tonight, but I mean, honestly, this is not a scary lineup.
yeah, you guys are pretty matched. Even the projections are pretty close, so it'll come
Well,
down.
this means nothing because it
No, it
seems
doesn't.
like the last 3 weeks I was projected to win. I lost all 3 weeks, so it means
I
nothing.
always like it when I'm projected to lose, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
you feel
Yeah,
better.
absolutely, because I know then it's going to be better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, all right, man. So listen, I'm gonna stop sharing. Um, any parting shots to the league? I mean, you gonna do a Babe Ruth call your shot with 6 weeks to go? You making the playoffs?
Oh yeah, I think so for sure. I think even with the injuries I have a decent lineup. Like I said, I got the best duo tandem running back. It's just a matter of, whether they continue to succeed as they have. We'll find out tonight with A Chain. So receivers are decent. I think quarterback's okay for now. If Purdy comes back, maybe we flip that around a little bit. Two decent tight ends. It's just a matter of how each week progresses, but I feel pretty, I won't say 100% confident, but pretty good about my team, even though I had a bad start.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for joining the recap show, and best of luck the rest of the season. I think we haven't played yet, right? So I still get to play each other.
Oh, so I have at least one more victory.
Okay, well, it's
Yep.
being recorded, so this is I'll try to replay this for you when we play.
All right.
Hey, man,
Sounds
have a
good.
good night. Stay out of the family, and thanks for joining.
All right, peace out, guys. Have a
Peace
good
out.
one.